Hey guys, trust always good, and let's make another exercise. Would you like to take a look with me at the notion or the idea of control or a choice? What means that there is a notion or idea of control? Somehow I believe that I am in control, that I am choosing. I am choosing my actions. And the idea of control is very tightly connected with the idea that there is someone in control. Without the belief that I am someone, there is no belief in control either. So if you're curious and if you would like to check in your experience whether the idea of control is just an idea, I'm inviting you to watch that video and to check, confirm that for yourself. Sometimes I receive feedback from friends like how fascinating it is to read that there is no control, that you have no free will, that everything is predestined and whatever. But this is not what I'm trying to point here in these videos. It has nothing to do with that. It is very simple, plain, looking and checking at experience that control is invented. It's a useful belief, useful notion. But there never was someone in control. But let's try something, and then we can have this interaction back and forth. Maybe in the comment section, or maybe you will join one of the meetings so we can check that live. So for this exercise, again, nothing spiritual, nothing extraordinary, nothing whatever. It's very simple, and you have to have just a few minutes for yourself. In the best ways, probably 15, 30, even better, more, of course. And just to have this time to relax and to settle. To leave everything aside. Just for a while. Yeah, just let's notice first that we are here. And that's undeniable. We can take a few deep breaths and exhale, just to again to allow the energy to flow, to not be like. And how we can investigate the notion of control, of course, by doing or examining this in our own experience, literally, not thinking about that. I mean, literally, by investigating something like a scientist. And I would like to invite you, if you are sitting on a chair and you have something in front of you, just to place your hands on the table or whatever is there. I can't show you right now, but I'll place my hands. Okay, this is the window, so I'm gonna place, oh look, you can place your both hands on your legs if you are watching that seated. Place them like that, with palms down. Feel your hands on your legs, or feel your hands on the surface of the table or desk or whatever you have there. And you can even close your eyes. Let's close our eyes just for a few seconds. Again, there is no trick here. It's so inviting to check in your experience. Everything is for that. and just very naturally raise one hand and not the other. Just raise one hand. For example, now I'm gonna raise the right one. Raise it like that in the air and again put it back. Raise again a hand, left or right one. In this case, I'm gonna raise the left one, or it is being raised, and leave it back. Put it back. This is the game. Raising one hand and not the other. Left again. Right. Play for a while like that. Just relaxing in the raising the hands in this way. And now, here comes the interesting part. While this is happening effortlessly, very gentle and curious, take a closer look. What is that which is raising the hands? Can that which is raising the hand be found at experience? You can even pause for a few seconds, even for 10, 20, 30 seconds, and wait for the moment in which one of the hands will be lifted. Be like a cat which is hunting a mouse. Relaxed but thorough, alert, without attention, without any tension, just and yeah, spot this moment right before the hand is gonna be lifted. What is doing that? Is it a thought which is lifting the hands? Is it the body? Is it you? What are you? Where the decision which hand to be lifted is coming from? How do you know, or do you know in advance which hand is gonna be lifted before it's in the air? Let's say for now, thoughts are rushing and saying, lift the right, lift the right, lift the right, lift the right, right. Suddenly the left is there, or right. But this means that the hand is being lifted by a thought. Again, let's play. Be very curious and gentle, not demanding. Where the decision comes from, what is lifting the hand? Can what is lifting the hand be found at experience? If yes, where exactly, where precisely it is the destination of that which is, or location of that which is lifting the hand? So these are questions which are pointing right there in the midst of your experience. No one else can say that on your behalf, only you can see and know and check and validate for yourself. To see through the false idea of control is not such a big deal. You can see that for yourself. You can confirm. Really, I can't say what is lifting these hands. Ha ha ha. What is the feeling? How does it feel to see that you are not in control, that there is no one here in control? What is like to see that all the actions, all the choices are being made due to conditioning and has nothing to do with you? You are not responsible for any of the choices you've made. How this feels? So Is it possible for this to not be your action, but the important one to be yours? So-called important one. Where to work, whom to marry, where to study, whether you live in this country or another. All this is product of conditioning. But again, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe any single word here. As always, just an invitation. What is performing the action? What is it which is lifting the hand? Can that be experienced as what? Can you see that? Can you hear that? Can you taste that? How it is perceived, how it is experienced? Is it possible to observe how a thought is lifting the hand, or how there is a small entity inside the body which is doing like right hand, right hand, left hand? Is it possible to observe that here and now in your own direct experience? Or all we can know is like it can be known in advance. I don't know. Yeah, this is radical honesty. I don't know which hand is gonna be lifted. I have no clue. How can I know? It's such a mystery. And this simple exercise, the aim of that is not to makes you feel scared, contracted, a small one, because this doesn't mean that you have to retreat somewhere and to not show yourself in the world, to not engage, or to just to leave everything like, oh, I'm not choosing anything, that's all. No, of course not. You're not here for that. We are here to see that we're not separate from the rest. And from then, we can play, we can live the life we are meant to live, so to speak. So seeing through the illusion of control is something. It's not a big deal, and yet it is a big deal. It's like the seeing through the false idea of separation. It's not such a big deal, and at the same time, oh my goodness, it's changes completely everything. So if you're curious, keep looking, reach out. If there is a longing, reach out. Not to me, not to me or Lubo or this channel. You reach out and you will find, because it is a grace. Grace is working like that. When we are looking and when we are seeking, we find. But we have to know what we are looking for. Without knowing, we are only seeking. Seeking. Much love, guys. I hope you find that helpful or not. Thank you for the beautiful feedback. Much love, and see you soon.